some breakfast.
Welcome back to Fitness Empowerment by Danye, a brand dedicated to flexible nutrition, macronutrient tracking, and a lifestyle without unhealthy extremes.
Good morning, everyone. I'm waiting at 1:16. I'll show you right here. Feeling good. Today is a full day of eating. Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, July 3rd. Super pumped. Today's a full day of eating, so I'm going to start today off with a waffle and probably some fruit, whatever's in my fridge at the moment. So my macronutrient budget, my total macronutrient budget, what I'm going to aim to intake today is going to be 40 grams of fat, 130 grams of protein, and 200 grams of carbs. So that is what I'm working with today. So I'm going to show you guys how many macronutrients and what they are for each meal, and then how that subtracts from my budget and how I make everything fit throughout the day. Okay? I'm also going to show you guys how to track that darn beard that I was going to tell you about last week. I ended up getting sick and some other things were just going on that were a higher priority than making that video. So I will put that in today's footage as well. Alright, look at that. We got some champagne, Arnold Palmer's, some Icon meals, some leftovers, some protein, some steak, also protein, dog chicken, vegetable drawer, and I'm not seeing any fruit, so it looks like we might have to make a trip to the grocery store today because I don't have any that's it fruit bars either. And always a whole lot of energy drinks in this house. I've got my vertical waffle iron heating up, and I'm going to have some Kodiak cakes, superfoods. Always a little hesitant about this because there's so much packed in here, but it's actually quite delicious. I mean, it just tastes like a normal waffle. It's so good, but it's got chia seeds, flax seeds, quinoa, oats, and wheat. All you have to do is add water, but a lot of times I will add either an egg white in some water or a whole egg in some water or Premier protein shakes or milk or a little bit of oil, just depending on what I'm feeling for the day and what my macros are and how I want to utilize macros in my budget. The Superfoods Kodiak Cakes is 53 grams when you weigh it out, so I'm going to do about 1.5 servings, and that's probably just under, because one whole serving does not give me one full waffle, so that's what I want today. So I ended up over pouring water, and then I had to add more mix, so I might end up with 2 full waffles now. That's just how it goes. It's a cycle. You add more water, you add more mix, whatever. Ah, it's so pretty. Breakfast is served. Alright, to track that in MyFitnessPal, all I do is scan the barcode on the box and then change the serving size to 1.5, since I know I'm having about 1.5 servings of that. And that's all I do. It's that simple. Look at this guy. He's only sitting over here, acting all sweet because he knows I got a waffle. Django. He stole my other dog's chicken this morning. You got extra chicken and now you're trying to steal my waffle. What, you wanted chicken and waffles? You didn't get your full breakfast? Now he's sucking up. Stinker. Does anybody else do this where if they accidentally overpour, they like go, I'll just eat the second serving? So that's definitely me today. I'm just gonna eat both of these waffles and then account for 2.5 waffles in MyFitnessPal. So I will show you guys how I track that and how that subtracts from my daily totals. But yeah, all the waffles.
The entirety of the mix that I actually ended up making this morning was about 2.5 servings, and I don't like to leave food wasted or sitting there, and I'm not a huge fan of leftovers, so I went ahead and ate all 2.5 servings, which meant I had a really solid pre-workout breakfast. So these are the statistics on the screen right here. I'm showing you guys the subtraction with the macronutrient budget I'm working with today. So 40 grams of fat minus the 7.5 grams of fat in that 2.5 servings leaves me with 32.5 grams of fat after breakfast. 200 grams of carbs minus 85 grams of carbs leaves me with 115 grams of carbs after breakfast, and 130 grams of protein minus 20 grams of protein leaves me with 110 grams of protein after breakfast. So it's just about 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to sit down and work on my computer a little bit for some business stuff while I'm eating my breakfast, and then I will go get ready for the gym and put on some face to look social for the rest of my day. And I've got so much going on today, but it's so many good things. I'm so excited. Alright guys, it's about 10:40 a.m. I just finished my workout. Got this little nice glow, you can see it, right? But I just got some shoulders on and finished some cardio. You know those, it's like, what's it called? It's like a lateral machine, or I gotta find out the name of it, but it's a cardio machine, but you move your, it's not gonna explain it well. I'm gonna have to show you guys. It works your adductors and your abductors, and you're kind of moving internally and then externally. It's a crazy machine. I'll have to show you guys what it looks like. But I'm about to eat an Oh Yeah 1 bar. So this is 220 calories, 8 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of protein. So I will show you how that fits into my macronutrient budget for the day. Alright, as you guys can see here, I've taken the amount of macronutrients that we had left over after breakfast, and now I've subtracted that protein bar, the macronutrients from the protein bar, to give you the numbers that you see on the screen now. Alright, peanut butter pie flavor. I don't know if it's any good. I like it. I always like to try the new flavors or things that I haven't tried when they're on sale from GNC. They're like half the price they would be normally. So if you don't know if you're gonna like something, find it on sale. Just got home from getting my nails done. Check out that chrome. What? Never seen this stuff before. It's some type of new powder. Anyway, super stoked about this. Anyway, my other half has made some tacos or burritos or quesadillas. I'm not really sure, but there's about to be some carbs and some steak and some goat cheese, so I'm excited. I will show you. Alright, so we end up with the quesadilla. We've got 1 tortilla, about 4 ounces of ribeye steak, and about a half a cup of Athenos fat-free feta cheese, and then I think I'm also going to add in one of these little goat cheese medallions, so I will show you guys on the screen what that looks like in my FitnessPal and how that contributes to my total daily macronutrient budget today. Alright, I have all of the ingredients that were in this meal typed up on the screen, and all the macronutrients for each of these ingredients, as well as the calculation showing you what I had left before this meal macronutrient-wise, subtract the macronutrients from this meal, and I show you what I have left in the day after this meal. Update, it is 1 p.m. I did not end up using that goat cheese, but we are headed out to run some errands, and I know I like to snack, so I'm going to bring 1 serving size of these enlightened sweet cinnamon roasted broad bean crisps with me. So I'm going to measure out 1 serving. There's about 3 serving sizes in this container. 3 grams of fat, 16 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of protein in 1 serving size. So measure it out before you leave the house so you can't eat more than your 1 serving. That is what 1 serving size look like. It's not much, so you really got to portion these things out before you eat the whole bag and think that you only had 1 serving. Alright, slightly bummed that I forgot to track this. I swear I put it in, but maybe I accidentally deleted it. So don't be fooled. The bag says 21 grams of protein, but it is per bag, and the per bag is the fine print. So per 1 serving, I have those macronutrients listed on the screen, and you know, my last meal of the day, you'll see if I had factored in these broad beans beforehand, I would only have had 1 of the 2 pizzas that you will see upcoming in a moment, and refactored in how I needed to meet the rest of my macros for the day. So I did go over, but that's life. It's about 5 p.m. I've been working on my computer for a while. We finished running our errands. I'm super hungry, and my other half is out at the gym. I already had my workout today, so I'm gonna make myself some California Pizza Kitchen flatbreads, the barbecue chicken. I'm actually gonna have both of these because it happens to fit perfectly into my macronutrient budget today. The only thing I have to eat other than this to fill out all of my macronutrients is 1 serving size of Applewood smoked turkey. So I will show you guys the macros for both of these items on the screen. I'm super pumped because there's 2 little pizzas in here, and each one is 200 calories, 6 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 12 grams of protein. That's super, super awesome, especially if you are low calorie, or low fat, or low carb. I mean, really, these are good macros for pizza. So I'm pretty pumped about this. Pretty darn pumped. Okay, while my pizza's in the oven, I'm gonna quickly go back to showing you all how to input and track the beer, because I know I said I was gonna do that last week, and I didn't make time for it, had some other things going on. Anyway, not important. So I had a pint of beer when I was out with my dad. A pint would be about 16 ounces. I only had about 3/4 of that. So I'm gonna show you how to track a 12-ounce beer. Generically, it's gonna be approximately 150 calories. So I'm gonna show you how to input that and create your own food/drink in MyFitnessPal. So we're gonna track a 150 calorie beer. We're gonna track it as carbs, and then I'm gonna show you how to track it as fats, depending on what you have in your macronutrient budget for the day and what you wanna work with, okay? Hey everyone, jumping into the MyFitnessPal app, we are going to go down to drinks. I'm going to click on add food, and I'm going to go to my foods because I don't have this input yet. I'm going to go to create a food. So we're going to create a drink today. Brand name, you're going to choose something that is going to help you remember what you've input so that you know what to search for the next time you want to go input this particular item. For me, I'm going to put Danny's 12-ounce beer, okay? And again down here, 12-ounce generic beer, because beers come in all shapes and sizes depending on the percentage of alcohol. It's going to be a little bit different for calories and whatnot. And really, if you want to be super specific and look up the nutrition facts as far as calories go for a specific brand and type of beer, go for it, do that, and then take that number of calories and divide by 4 if you want to track it as carbs, or divide by 9 if you want to track it as fats. But today we're just going to do it generically. On average, a 12-ounce beer is going to be about 150 calories. We're going to put serving size as 1, or 12 ounces. 12 ounces. Servings per container, 1. So if you're going to have a pint and it's 16 ounces instead of 12, then you'll just take this and you will adjust the serving size later on. All right, so calories, remember we said 150 calories. We're going to track this one as carbs. So we're going to create the carbohydrate version of this. I've already done the math for you guys. So if you take 150 calories and you divide it by 4, you get 37.5. So if you're going to have a 12-ounce beer and you want to track that as carbs, that's going to account for 37.5 grams of carbs in your total daily macronutrient budget. Protein, we're going to put 0. Fat, we're going to put 0. Remember, your body will treat alcohol as a combination of fats and carbs, so you do have to track it one way or another if you are tracking your macronutrients. Hit check. It is going to ask if you want to add more nutrient information. Today we're going to say no thanks. And look, there we go, 12-ounce generic beer. Oh, you know what? I want to go back and edit that because I want to put track for carbs in there. So edit entry, more. So we're going to go to more. We're going to go to meals, recipes, and foods. We're going to go to foods, and I'm going to click here. And we're going to go to edit food. So this is a good way to know how to go back. Up here, we're going to put tracked for carbs. That way we have a differentiation between whether we want to track as carbs or track as fats. Click that check mark and it all should be good to go. Now if I go back into my diary, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to go back to add food. I'm going to go to my foods. And look, 12-ounce generic beer, Danny's 12-ounce beer tracked for carbs, 12 ounces. That's the item I want to choose. Check mark, there we go. Okay, Now we're gonna go back in, we're gonna go to My Foods again, and we're gonna create another food in the same exact process. Danny's 12-ounce beer tracked for fats. And description, generic 12-ounce beer. Serving size, 12 ounces, servings per container, 1. Go to the next, calories. The calories are going to be the same here, 150 calories, but this time carbs we're going to put as 0. So if we want to figure out what the fat grams are in 150 calories, we take 150, divide by 9, and that's going to give us 16.7. Put 0 for protein, so fats, 16.7 grams of fat. Again, check mark, gonna ask us for more nutrient information, no thanks, and there we go. So I'm not having this today, but I wanted to show you all how to input that if you did want to have that. Let me know if you have any questions, but that beeping sound is my pizza that's ready, so I'm gonna go get that pizza. Pizza is served, you guys. I just added the turkey right on top. Those look delicious. As you guys can see, I did go over on my macronutrient budget for the day. It is what it is. You can see the totals on the screen here, and then I'm going to show you all of my totals for the day versus what my goal was at the beginning of the day. Such is life. You live and you learn and you move on. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. All right, everyone, it is about 5:45 p.m. I'm about to eat these pizzas. I'm so excited. I'm really hungry. The only other thing I'll probably have tonight is more water that has some Crystal Light in it. I'm not tracking Crystal Light right now. If I was in contest prep, I would track those calories, but it's so minimal right now. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna enjoy things a little bit. If I can enjoy some Crystal Light, that's fine, no big deal. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what questions you might have about how I tracked things today or why I tracked things the way that I did and how I was able to meet my macronutrient budget. A lot of this is just planning ahead. A lot of my mornings I don't have to plan ahead too much because I've done tracking macronutrients for almost 2 years now. So I really do understand what I'm doing with this. It takes time. Don't beat yourself up about it if you find yourself going over a number that you have set for yourself. But take it as a learning experience. It's a lot of trial and error. It's a lot of planning ahead. I had a client earlier today ask me to take a look at the menu that was for the restaurant she and her boyfriend were going to, and help her figure out what she wanted to eat and how she was going to input that into MyFitnessPal. A lot of times it takes estimating. If you're going out to eat, take a look at the menu, see if you can figure out portion sizes, put in an overestimation for the portion sizes, and see if that fits your numbers. If it doesn't, adjust the portion sizes, or maybe find a different item on the menu that better meets your macronutrient goals for the day. And you know what? If you go over, don't stress about it, because stressing is not going to help anything. If you go over your macronutrient budget for the day, take a look at it at the end of the day or the next morning and say, okay, I see what I did. I see where I went over on some things. I see where I was under on some things. How could I readjust this next time? A lot of it is just planning ahead, taking a couple minutes before each meal, plugging things into MyFitnessPal, and seeing if you're over or under on your macronutrients. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love sharing my meals with you guys. I love sharing with you how to, track your macros and how to enjoy your life and achieve this balance. Let me know if you have any questions about it. If not, then I will see you guys next time. But make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate the education that was provided, and share this video with your friends and family. And then if you enjoy this and you want to see more and you want to make sure that you don't miss out on future videos, click that subscribe button, because I'll be here and I want to see you here next time. So that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you next time. I'm gonna go enjoy this pizza. Talk to y'all later.
Be empowered to make a change in your life and take the next step on your health and fitness journey.
I love pizza.